All right, hello everyone. So yesterday was a holiday, so there wasn't nothing really to do. I didn't do a video because UK was closed and the US also. Now, yesterday, Monday, this is gold. Let's have a look at what's going on with gold. Now, as you know, with gold, we had that Monday swing day. Market came all the way into the Friday swing day, and Thursday I did say was a major day. So Thursday is where the buck stopped, and Friday picked up the pieces a little bit. So this is still ongoing. Why? Because we've got this breakout of a channel. The market did not close above this, so we're going to have to be careful because the market can go in both directions. Now we're going to have to look at selling and buying. The reason I say so is there's a breakdown and a closing price of this swing, but like I said, this is also a good impulse wave, and market pushing back into here to go back up is also logical. Now from here we can also do this. So, oh come on, here we go. All right, so there's a bit of room to come down, or from this zone there's room to go up. So we're going to have to play both ways, and that's fine, not a problem. If the market comes up into the 2403 zone, which should be a target as well, which is all, we should also look out for 2372, which is that level there. So the market has a bit of potential to go up. If we come down first, I don't mind going up. In fact, let me just change to this. Here we are. All right, so this is looking better. Okay, that's looking better. And why are they different, you might ask? Because they've got different settings. Here we are. Okay, so we've got this kind of upwards motion here. Let's put it on here as well. Here we are. So we still have room to kind of go up as well. And we've got room to come down. Okay, so we're going to play both sides. Now, if today you want to buy, you need to do it at the low at 42, which is a price of 2,322, which is a fair bit down. So if it doesn't come down here, but it keeps pushing up, it's also logical. This is an Astro hour. Going up from here is also logical, as the market has done this Asia level here. So going up in breaking out into these levels, coming up to the 2,370 is a logical move. All right, so that's that. And on the 1 hour chart, here we are. That's the impulse wave. So market does have room to push further down. Okay, so the flow is going down, so selling is okay. It's got, it's not a bad idea at all. And coming into these lower levels is also okay. As you can see, that's a big push down, and Monday was the swing day, and it just flipped all the way down into that zone. All right, so if we go up a little bit as well, selling is also an option in the weekly pivot zone here. All right, 2,365.70 kind of zone. That's fine to kind of sell off in there as well. All right, you could also do this on the 1 hour chart, top to top. All right, and like selling off from the highs into the lows is okay. So I'll put that back onto the 15-minute chart, and then we can move forward. Now let's go to the euro dollar. First of all, let's check the weekly as well. Now weekly goodbye kiss 69, which is 2,436. So we've got, well, that's 2,436 is a bit far out, so the market might just do 2,364, which should be just there. All right, so moving up into the weekly pivot zone and selling off from here is logical as well. All right, so if the market dips down, goes up, sells down, it's logical to do so as well. All right, okay, so that's gold. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. Now with the euro dollar, as you can see, last week we had a good buy kiss here. It's right on the zone. This is like looking nice to break out. 56 is 1.0885, so 1.0885 is here. All right, so this is going to be the first resistance. Okay, so on the weekly, your first resistance level is going to be there. Okay, if the market decides to sell off, not a bad spot to do so. So if we're at an Astro hour, then it's okay to sell off there. Now remember, let me get rid of these. What's that doing there? Let's get rid of that. Don't need that stuff. That's better. Now then, remember this triangle I drew before, and I did say we're going to, go one way or another. So this is breaking out. Excuse me. Above that red 51 there, 0870. So this has got potential to push up as well. Okay, so breaking out on the weekly is a possibility. So how can we play this out? Two things can happen. The market can keep pushing up, and then we've got room to go into this zone. And on the daily, we've got a breakout, not bad. The above target is 72.76, which is 09.76 plus, what's that, 09.27. So 09.27, 09.76 becomes, 09.58 becomes a target zone. So the market can push up into this zone. If we pull back, getting in somewhere is not a bad idea, but that's your first resistance level. We also have to check the news out. Now this was a target yesterday. The market did all that kind of jazz, and that's fine. And now we're going up into here, and it looks like that's going to carry on at least until 10 past 9. All right, so that 10 past 9 is an option. On this 0622 level that I first gave you here can be a level where the market breaks out. Okay, so it could be breaking down with a push until 806, and then which can bring us to 0910. So 10 past 9, 1 o'clock, they're like places where you want to be looking out for. From 9 to 1 o'clock, we might just be mucking around that level as well, but you need to be careful around those hours. If you want to wait for the good hours to trade, looks like that 10 past 9 is okay, and that 12:55 is okay, and obviously that New York session I gave you is also okay, both 3:15 and 7 o'clock. So not 7, 5 o'clock. All right, and that's that. So from here, the market's got potential to push up, and that's doable, and that could take us to the previous day's high here on the gold. On the euro dollar, we've got room to go up here. So from here, if the market goes up and then pulls back in quickly, we're probably going to do a dip. Okay, but this is bullish. Okay, it's looking bullish until at least here. If it comes down first, also look for a buy opportunity. Okay. The good buy kiss for the daily. Right, that's just a nice breakout. It's already done it here, 60, which is 1.0853. So yeah, that's already done it. This is why it's just taking off. Okay, so that's your good buy kiss on the PST. Bang, market already going up. So you're just going to have to wait for this one until it pulls back to buy in again, or if it keeps pushing up, don't muck around with it because you don't want to stand in front of a breakout. SP 500 weekly. Why am I seeing these? Get rid of that. Okay, that's better. All right, so now we're at the tops. Remember, we're in an indecision point here. Okay, so that's your indecision. This is the daily. Your support level for the PSD is down here at 59 today, 5,291. So 5,291 is a level you can play into. This is looking nice if the market comes down here, okay, and then goes back up again quickly. That might be like a good opportunity to get back in. Remember to keep an eye out for the swing days, okay, because SP 500 swing days coming in later. That's your resistance there. Let's take a look at the weekly. On the weekly, we're right on that level there. So this is not a bad spot to kind of sell off with a big divergence happening there. On the monthly, let's take a look at the bigger time frame. Yeah, it's pretty bullish, as you can see, but it's done those targets. Okay, so a bit of a pullback should be in order. Okay, and that's basically it. That's basically it. So selling off again from these levels is not a bad idea if you want to check out the SP 500. All right, that's that there. All right, let's take a look at Dow Jones and Nasdaq. So just be mindful on that PST level 59, that 5,291. If it breaks below that, obviously we're going to push further down. Are there breakout opportunities today? There is, like I said, from 5 to 7:30. I'm expecting, a harsher move. So, the market can move swiftly to a level. Let's take a look. This is the Dow Jones. Now, last week, okay, let's take a look at also last week. Now, the swing day for Dow Jones last week was, as you know, Friday. Okay, so we had a Thursday, Friday, and that's your Thursday. That's your Friday, and the market maintaining that. Okay, and on the daily, you can see that's a nice push down. Now, if we go back up again, selling is okay. The market can push even further down. That's also okay. Let's just get rid of this. Okay, so we could come back down all the way into here before pushing back up again. The first support of today is 44, 39.039. So we've got 39.039 is around here. Okay, so we could dip down into here, and if it does, it's not a bad place to buy in. If it does a sweep, okay, sweep of the stops and pulls quickly back in, going up at Astro hours, I think is okay to do so. Just be mindful of these levels, which are 39.273. So let's put that on. 39.273 is there. So that's one level. The weekly pivot obviously is another level. This zone, yeah, as you can see, is a level. All right, so if you're trading the Dow, that's that. And then we've got that 57, which is 39.546. 39.546, just up here. All right, so we've got a bit of room to go. So I don't mind entering long on this one either. The next swing day for the Dow Jones is going to be further on down the line. So it could kind of retrace up and then kind of push down, closing that gap 39.587, 39.546, 587 is there. All right, so this zone is also a level that the market can hit. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. Now, if it breaks below this level sharply and stays down, okay, but doesn't come up quickly, but it stays down here, then any pull up can push it further down. So be careful, don't be all bullish, okay? But this Thursday, Friday, plus the Monday is looking nice. Nasdaq, when I say looking nice, kind of like push up with that. That's what I mean. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. Now, Nasdaq monthly 71, So 19,466 is on the cards, but we're in the last 2 days of the month, so that's just far out. Why are these coming back? Got rid of these ages ago. Okay, let's get rid of that. So nice and clean. Yeah, Nasdaq, don't muck around. We're just too far out. Okay, 64, 18,746. 18,746 is down here. If it comes down here, you can buy here in order to push up. If it doesn't come back, if it keeps pushing up, stay away from it because it's just too far out. That level is 79, 19,163. 19,163, that would be a sell zone. 19,163. Alright, so pretty much there. So that's your buy zone at an Astro hour to push up as your sell zone. Also Nasdaq. Remember, we don't have swing days yet. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. So we're probably going to have a retracement up, looks like, and then, you know, kind of like push down. Okay, so let's take a look. Freaking. Just get rid of that stuff. Narrow it down. Okay, this is also looking bearish for the moment. Now remember, that was the impulse wave. Market pulls back, flag formation. Market went up nicely on the weekly. Okay, so let's see. It hasn't gone anywhere above. You can see the market bounced off the PSD level last week. So on the daily, this is where we're at. Okay, so market selling further down, I think is okay to sell. What we can do is that and that. Okay, so this is probably going to, you know, come down. As you can see, it's already broken down here. So if the market does any slight retracement up, I think selling is okay to do so. All right, so this is looking like nice way to sell off, and that's going to be your, it's the 4-hour chart. Okay, and that's, you can see the market probably going to break down on that triangle. Okay, why? Because this is a wave B, looks like. So that's an A, B, and then we should go further down into probably a C maybe. All right, boom, 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 down into that zone, or at least where the market broke down, broke up from this zone here. This is still bullish, so buyers will come in, but you know me, I like to go with the PSD. So coming down to the 39, that 63,700, 63,500 zone is looking okay to kind of like follow into. Okay, if it breaks below, which it has here, any pull up I think is good to short again. Yeah, basically any pull up is good to short again.